welcome to Wasted Opinions. We're doing our second part of our 2018 year in review. If you didn't see the first part, it's all our movies. Check that out if you got time.
It's awesome.
So we're doing movie reviews. Game reviews this time around.
Not reviews, but...
well, what we thought of them.
Yeah.
So we'll reintroduce ourselves. Over on my right,
I'm MussKeg.
and I am your host, the LewisLightning. On the left,
LewisLightning 1.
Big old country boy.
Beauty.
So yeah, we're going to go through 2018, the games that we were really looking forward to. We made a list at the start of the year of all our top anticipated games. So we're going to go through that, say how they paid off, and then
if they came out even.
Yeah, if they came out even. Then we'll go through kind of what we did play,
Yeah.
what was interesting and fun. I guess before we get into all that, we'll do the traditional shot
Cheers, boys.
of urine.
Nostrovia. Quick, Joe, take a drink of your whiskey.
Let's do it.
Banana whiskey. I'm not drinking
I'm
whiskey.
not doing that. I'm just saying those shouldn't go too well together.
It's not terrible. Dude, I still got the banana flavor in my mouth, so
Oh, yeah.
it's okay.
So we will start off with MussKeg. MussKeg's number 5 pick for 2018 was A Way Out, which I know he's played because...
Played it together.
Exactly.
And I gotta say,
That's the great thing about that game.
exactly. There's things we can talk about, but I will say that was such a fun experience just sitting down and playing through. It wasn't too long, so it didn't take like a ton of commitment from you.
Yeah.
Maybe like 4 hours.
And you know, there was a lot of little hidden things that you could do that
there are.
You guys played it together. You guys played together. I played it with Lou.
Yeah, I was surprised to see like, me and Lindsay did some things that you guys didn't do. I was like, oh shit.
Like we got that song. We got the song.
Yeah, we got the song together. We got the moon landing.
The moon landing one.
We did, we spun like one of the fan, or a big, what's it called?
Windmill,
yeah, with the farm there. Like,
I saw that, but I didn't know you could
or there was like one spot where you could like sit down and just like enjoy the moment, and we did that.
Yeah. So it was good that way. I would have liked it not to be so laid out.
It's very
exactly what I was going to say.
It basically just guided you to do everything. It didn't let you. It would have been more fun, say, when you're breaking out of the prison, if there were several ways to
get out,
or something like that.
And then they're like, they give you like 3 points where you actually get to make a choice, like crossing that bridge. Like, should we go in stealthy around the side, or should we just drive right through them?
And no matter which one you do, it's going to end up the same anyway.
And one other thing,
I'm assuming
one other thing I was a little disappointed on that I thought was going to be is that when you played it, you saw both screens.
Yes.
I was expecting you only saw your character.
If you're on different screens, yeah, I would assume you
would
would
have made it that much more difficult, probably, to do that.
You had to communicate more.
But there were some fun moments, like the whole hospital fight sequence.
That was the coolest part. Yeah. Changing from one character to the other, that was so cool.
I like playing baseball when one guy pitches and then...
Hey, brothers, we're brothers!
That was fun.
Yeah, so, it was a great game.
It was, it was a game, it wasn't on my radar, really. I was looking at it, I saw like, the commercial or the trailer for it.
Yeah.
But then, playing it, I think it was a cheaper game too. Like, it wasn't like a full.
It ended pretty quickly though, and that's another thing. It did end pretty quick.
And I think everyone was excited or impressed with how well it sold. Because wasn't it like an E3 announcement, and then a few days later it was out.
Fun fact, spoiler alert. I actually beat Lou in the final sequence, but I didn't want that to be the ending, so we swapped because I played as. Rizzo or whatever his name was.
The big nose guy. Leo. And I was
Vincent, I wanted Vincent to kind of come out in the end. So
because you had a kid coming. Come on.
A kid coming, yeah.
That would have been the better ending, but I kicked Lindsay's ass in the end, so I was Leo and I killed, or spoiler alert.
His number 4 pick for 2018 was Detroit Become Human.
So, I haven't played this one yet. I might actually borrow it from someone.
I barely touched it.
I still do want to play it. It just was one of those ones that, a lot of other games kind of bled into each other and just didn't get
it came out pretty soon after God of War.
Yeah, that was an issue.
And that kind of overlapped it. And then after God of War, I was like, okay, I need kind of a breather. Games. I did Spider-Man in September.
I will say, if you had any qualms about it being too much like Two Souls.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think this is more like
Heavy Rain.
Not enough like chopping vegetables.
Not as good. Not as good as Heavy Rain.
From what I've played, yeah, it is kind of. It's more like Heavy Rain, and I'm enjoying it. Yeah. I haven't gotten very far, but I am enjoying it.
Gee.
MussKeg's number 3 pick, which we all know has already come out this year. Anthem.
Yeah, well, next year probably be on my number 1 for next year.
We'll be playing it next year, all of us. I'm pretty sure. As long as something doesn't come out.
I'll let you guys know what I see when I go to the BioWare Christmas party next month.
Oh, you actually going to that?
The theme is circus.
Circus.
When you started that, I was like, circumcision. That's an odd theme to have. Number 2, God of War.
Fantastic game. Easily my favorite out of all the God of Wars I played so far. Visually spectacular.
Oh my gosh.
Visually spectacular. Did we do a review video on the game itself?
We talked about the series.
Okay. Fuck, I want to. Because this movie was, this game was so fucking awesome.
I don't want to go too much detail in because we're going to say visually amazing. The size of it was expansive. Awesome setting with. I learned so much about Norse mythology through it. I thought that was really
I didn't
know that they had giants in Norse mythology.
Yeah, like, one thing I was worried about going into.
Did you never see Thor?
Yeah. One thing I was worried about going into is like, I knew that it had a bunch more like, RPG elements, and you know I'm not a big RPG guy, but it was like just enough. Like I was like, this is a perfect amount of RPG stuff for me. I was on board with all of it. The game was so polished.
I would like to complete it all, but I just don't think I could ever do that Netheril place.
Niflheim?
Niflheim.
Yeah.
Niflheim. But anyways, I don't want to spend too much time talking about it.
We're talking
about it again.
Yeah.
It's game of the year for me.
Absolutely. And MussKeg's number 1 most anticipated game of 2018.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Which we've only all of us scratched the surface.
I'm about 66% story-wise done.
Okay.
And that's one thing I like is they can tell you how far. So
that's really twice as much as me.
Yeah. So
like
and I probably started it. Yeah. So I pulled back. I've been doing a lot of of the side stuff like hunting and doing all that stuff.
That's
what I'm trying to do.
That's the one thing that's really pulled me back is I was like, okay, load in. I'm at my camp. Okay, guys, I'm going hunting. I'm not gonna do any of the questions.
Yeah. So that's but it's I had it in the right spot. It's been my game of the year. So.
Okay.
So far,
See, I'll elaborate a little bit more on that because we kind of want to. Oh no, we're gonna have a Red Dead talk anyway.
Yeah. So we're good.
No, we'll elaborate in another video. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll go through my top 5 picks for 2018. It's not a whole lot different than MussKeg's, honestly. Detroit Become Human. I finished it. I found it to be, like I said, a lot more like Heavy Rain than Beyond Two Souls. It is very emotional. I just found it hard because it's just like making all these choices that are like, oh my God, is this person gonna live or die? Am I gonna fuck things up? And I just have to be like, play I'll call them chapters, 2 segments of the game, and I'm just like, okay, I need a break from this because it's like just emotionally draining.
Yeah, it is.
It makes me want to play more now.
Yeah.
And, like what I like and I don't like is after you do like a chapter, you'll see like all the different trees and things that could have happened. You're like, oh man, I could have had that happen. Like, how do you do that? Son of a bitch.
And there's some things that it was like the worst part of Heavy Rain for me where you're like, okay, yeah, I'll do this. And your character does it, but in such a way that it's the stupidest fucking way to do it. Like, just for
jumping out the window.
Yeah. For Heavy Rain, jumping out the window. It's like, jump out the window. Well, instead of landing on her feet, she turns around and jumps backwards.
Like why wouldn't you just put her in the fridge?
Yeah.
That's the right answer.
Because
what I did.
Why would a fridge survive?
That's how I survived.
Indy. Anyways.
But yeah, there was segments like that that kind of pissed me off. But it's a good game overall.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd recommend playing it.
So a lot of times, like when you're trying to talk to somebody in that game, you don't really know like the tone that you're gonna have. What you're saying is like, oh, I want to say this, and they start shouting at them. Like, oh, okay, that's not the tone I meant to say that.
Exactly.
I thought you were gonna be like more sarcastic in that, but
yeah,
whatever.
It's probably of the 5 games I picked for the year. It's probably my least favorite so far.
Okay.
Number 4 has not come out yet. Days Gone, which I'm still looking forward to for next year.
Pushed back.
I think I'm more excited for it than most people are in general. Maybe I've gotten a little bit tired of like the Last of Us type setting, so I'm more excited for Days Gone. I'm more excited for like numerous zombies, always running in
big hordes.
World War Z
more
type
action,
zombies. More action, I guess, unless.
Yeah, or 28 Days Later type zombies.
But I'll probably talk about Days Gone more in the preview for next year. My number 3 pick, God of War. Now, I think I put it as my number 3 because at that moment, I wasn't sure, like last year, I wasn't sure if I was going to... They hadn't shown enough to really sell me, was it solid or not. But playing the game, like, it's my game of the year.
I'll admit, I was skeptical when they first showed a little bit of gameplay for it. I was like, oh man, they changed the viewpoint, the gameplay's different. Like, you can't jump. You got this kid with you. Like, oh, I don't know. This is totally not God of War. This is they're changing everything. And then like you see the reviews come out for it like the week before. I'm like, I was so hyped for this game more than any game like ever. Like I was so hyped.
Yeah.
And then the fact that it lived up to my expectations after that, it's a great game. It's brilliantly fucking done.
There was only 3 things I could knock it on. That's why I gave it like a 9.8 overall. But like, I didn't like Atreus's. He changes briefly his attitude. He's like really like nice and friendly kid.
Realizes he's a god.
But then it's like for like 30 seconds, like, well, I'm mature now. It's like, what the fuck is that? I hated that. I hated that you if you wanted to get all the Valkyries, like which was an optional thing, you had to go through other optional territories. And I felt like if it's an option, it shouldn't be you have to do all the options or one. You should be doing like whatever options you want. So if you want to get all the Valkyries, you have to go to Muspelheim, you have to go to Niflheim, you have to do those things. I didn't like that.
Didn't bother me.
And then I also didn't like that there wasn't as many big god fights.
That was my one.
That's my biggest.
drawback.
That's my complaint.
Yeah, that was my big one. That's the only reason why I wouldn't give it a 10. I'd give it like a 9.9 or something.
Like if you had no idea
That's the only complaint.
And that's one of my most. That's the best part about God of War games for me.
Yeah, and that's why I was a little bit disappointed that there wasn't more big.
More than a little disappointed.
If you were unfamiliar with God of War, though, I think you wouldn't care. It was still amazing.
Yeah.
But my game of the year, certainly. For
No sex
2018.
scenes either. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah, that son and that father should.
Well, the only really
Should just tag team, you know, Eiffel Tower and chick or something.
the only person there was Freya that I can think of.
Hey,
She wasn't bad. I'm not
I
saying.
wouldn't
But
say no.
she's kind of central to the story in a way that
She's a
didn't
bit of a
really allow for
hippie,
that.
but yeah. No.
My
I showered in a week.
my number 2 pick, Red Dead Redemption 2, which I've only gotten a little bit in. Like you said, you were 66. I'm only like 12% of the way in.
And I've been doing like a lot of the side quests. The only thing I haven't really like I wander that world looking for strangers.
See, for me, I feel like I played a game for so long, like a couple hours, but I feel like I get nowhere. It's like it's such a slow. Yeah, it's so slow, methodical. Everything.
And I know we kind of talked amongst ourselves earlier.
I love the game. Don't get me wrong. I love this game.
You were saying that at first you didn't really like it. Well, I mean, you liked it.
We're gonna do a discussion.
Yeah,
yeah, it's sorry.
But anyways, I was gonna say you weren't impressed with it to begin with. I think that's the point I'm at. Maybe it's gonna grow on me more.
Yeah.
I'm very.
It should.
The second campsite I've only recently gotten there.
Yeah,
So. We'll talk about it more. Sure. And my number 1 pick for 2018 was Spider-Man, which I did enjoy, perhaps not as much as I expected it to be. It was good. It was very
Triple platinums right here.
Yeah, I got a platinum.
Yeah, we got platinum in the game.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
Haven't played the DLC that's come out, but we plan to.
Yeah.
Just we're all playing Red Dead right now.
Yeah, it's such a big game. It's impossible to go back to other games.
And online's coming out pretty quick too.
That's supposed to be end of November.
I think it's out actually.
Like, it's not out. Well, if you go to the main page, you can't get on.
I thought it said like there was like 2 options when you get to the main page.
Yes,
there's
Social Club.
Social Club. It's not. That's not it.
No, it's not.
Okay.
No.
Okay, then never mind.
Social Club is like Rockstar's like.
I thought that was like your lead into.
No, Social Club is like.
But Spider-Man was very much. It's like Arkham, but more open world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the combat and stuff.
Suits were cool. There are so many cool looking suits.
We're going to do a whole review of it. Just stay tuned for that one.
Stay tuned for that. So that was my top 5. Moving on to Country Boy here.
Oh, I played all these games so much.
His number 5 was Detroit Become Human, which you did play.
The one game that I actually played that actually exists right now.
Well, just clarify. When he picked all this list at the start of the year, he was like, "Oh, I ain't picking anything that was on my list from the year prior."
Yeah, so I mean, I would have had Spider-Man, I would have had God of War, I would have had Red Dead, but you guys already covered that, and I had covered that the year before. So I was like, I'm gonna do a fresh list.
He thought he was being special.
And you know what? My list fucking sucks because nothing's out.
But
Except for Detroit, which was, you know, it's a good so far. I haven't finished the thing yet, but it's good so far. I am liking it. It started off slow with that first sequence that you see in the demo.
That's probably one of my favorite sequences.
I didn't think it was that great. Because I've already played it.
I like the investigating portions.
Yeah, I like that I actually nailed it. I got 100% and I saved the kid and I didn't get hurt. But I'm liking it. It's a lot like Heavy Rain. But I am, like, some things are hit and miss, like we talked about. Like your dialogue tree. Like, you don't know how you're going to really respond. Even though you want to say something, it might come out a different way. And they might react not the way you think they would, the people. But it's good. It's a good game so far. I'm looking forward to finishing it after Red Dead's eventually done.
Beauty.
Country Boy's number 4 pick. Darksiders 3.
which is coming out soon. Like, I know it's coming out like in the
I
next
actually
couple
saw a
weeks.
gameplay of it on a unnamed channel I watch.
Okay.
Just because
what channel would that be?
because I know you played the other Darksiders and are a pretty big fan of that series. From what you've seen,
Oh, it
It's
looks like
looking
it's gonna be like the
comparable.
older Darksiders. It doesn't look like they're gonna evolve the game at all, which is kind of a little too bad. Because God of War, they totally evolved that game. They changed it completely, and it's so great.
well, it's kind of interesting because it went from THQ. I mean, it's still THQ, THQ Nordic, which I don't understand how that
I don't know how it
studio
still exists. Yeah, THQ
Shut down.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm still looking forward to it. Not hugely anticipated because I don't know how many of the original guys are still working on this game.
Yeah.
And it definitely looks like a last generation type of game, or maybe even like a PS2 type of game.
Yeah,
Just
see
how
that
it's
sometimes.
how it's built up. It looks, but you know the other games were very Zelda-esque, and I think that Zelda is still even in itself. It's kind of like last generation type games.
Not familiar with the lore of the series going so far. I find it so odd that they went with the Fury instead of the other four horsemen. So it was death, or it was
Well, they did
war,
the first two already.
war, death.
Yeah.
But this is the Fury,
Pestilence and,
pestilence and famine.
Yeah, they made
That
up.
was tough to do.
They made up and they
Killed someone, you're slowly starving.
That's what they were kind of thinking.
Oh,
Like,
man,
you know, famine and
hungry.
pestilence.
Can't
How are we
fight
going to
me
make
now?
those cool characters? That's why they were like, okay, we're going to actually
Yeah.
change those characters to like Fury.
So-
I think Strife is the other one.
I'll be interested to talk to you about it when you actually play it and see how that all pays
I
off.
hope it. Honestly, I'm gonna look at the reviews. If the reviews suck, like big time, I probably won't even get it. But
It's because it's a female protagonist.
yeah, absolutely. Because I hate fucking
Pussy.
Horizon Zero Dawn. And I hate Tomb Raider. So
So Country Boys. Number 3 pick, Anthem.
Anthem, yeah, coming out soon.
All looking
February.
forward to it. I think. Well, at least I know for sure. Me and MussKeg, big BioWare fans.
Yeah.
I think you appreciate BioWare,
Well,
even though
if John
RPGs
doesn't
aren't
like
for you.
RPGs, this isn't going to be really an RPG.
Yeah.
That's the thing is, it's gonna have RPG
Elements.
It will, but I'm just hoping it's not too
We're
much.
slowly
Where
getting him
pushes
into it
you.
with God of War. Like, we're slowly...
It's so
Yeah.
hard. So
Like
resistant.
I played quite a bit of Fallout 4, and then I just lost interest because
Yeah.
2 RPG.
Fallout 4 wasn't the greatest of that series. Anyways, his number.
None of the Fallouts or the Skyrim or any
You
of those
haven't
are
played
for
them.
me. None of them are for me. I've seen people play them. They're not for me.
Number 2, Days Gone.
Yeah, looking forward to that one too. He's
Number
getting
1.
pushed back. He's getting pushed back, and
His number 1, which of course
Naughty Dog.
fits in with the rest of the games you picked. Last of Us 2.
So here's the real question. Are you
not
gonna
much.
are you gonna do the same thing you did this
I think
for
we
the
did
next
that.
one?
No.
Were you just
There's
gonna-
not enough games
Well,
coming
you
out
Last
next year.
of Us 2 last year, so only
Yeah.
There's not enough games in 2019 to do that. That's the thing.
That's what. Well, I agree with that opinion. Yeah, maybe
Okay.
MussKeg has found more games that he's enjoyed.
Like these games seem like they were done, and I thought maybe The Last of Us 2 that was a stretch for me to put it on there. But the other ones all seem like they were going to be out this year.
Days Gone went from this year to February.
Yeah.
And now it's
Now it's pushed out like March or April.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a little bit worrying.
and it's a game that looked like it was finished like 3 years ago by the gameplay they showed.
I could see just because with that many zombies on screen, maybe there's issues. I could definitely see there being
Yeah,
issues.
I know. It's just.
But 2 dropbacks is what kind of worries
Yeah, I know.
me. So MussKeg, anything worth mentioning? Honorable mentions. Anything else you played?
Like, yeah, no, honestly, Spider-Man wasn't on my list. I played it. It would have been on my list now that I had it. So,
yeah.
but honestly, I don't think there is. I mean, the year was like God of War was April, right? And so that probably took me a month or two to play, basically.
Yeah.
And then Spider-Man, and then nothing else that I really played. I found some good games from the previous year that we played together that was fun.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Speedrunners.
Yeah,
but
that's
not a
fun to
2018
play.
I was gonna say
True.
same thing for me. I played a lot of different games this year. Like I think Wildlands, but that was last year.
Oh, I replayed that Hitman one. Absolution.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That
Oh,
was
absolutely.
great,
That
which
was
was
PS3
great.
one.
It was
Okay.
great, yeah.
Okay.
Great.
It is a good game.
I think of games that are new for this year that I played. Fee, which was like a little indie game, was interesting, fun. Maybe not a whole lot of replay value, but for an indie game, it was worth the whatever $20 or something I threw at it. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I'm actually liking that one a lot. Not as good as Origins, but it's worth playing if you, especially like Greek culture and mythology. That's pretty awesome. I'm still finishing that. I had to put it on hold to get into Red Dead.
If I ever did get back into Assassin's Creed, it would probably be that one because it has the whole Greek mythology thing going for it, and I love that.
But that's about it, I think, for this year. I don't know if there's is there anything else coming out the end of the year yet?
Oh, Smash Brothers, bro. Bros.
Oh, Smash Brothers Bros?
I'm saying bros.
Smash
You're my
Brothers
bros.
Okay.
You're my
What
bros.
about Mario Party? You didn't have that on your list.
I didn't say it yet. It
Oh,
wasn't on my list.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have a Switch
Country Boy.
yet. I didn't have a Switch
Oh,
when
okay,
I now have a Nintendo Switch. So I played a bunch of Nintendo games recently, like
yeah.
Mario Odyssey. That was last year's game. I played it this year.
Same
I
thing
played
with
Zelda Breath of the Wild. Played that this past year. I'm not as big a fan as you are. I like the game.
I want to play it. I played a little bit. I was
Yeah,
really
you know,
great.
but the new Mario Party. The new Mario Party.
That's
It's probably
good.
the best Mario Party since probably like the
last 3 generations at least.
Yeah, I'll say since the 64 days, honestly, because it's got really great games.
Good.
The games are super fun. It's the boards that are a little mediocre.
Yeah,
And
there's
there's-
only
There's
4.
gotta be
you have to
DLC
unlock
coming
them.
out.
I
for
hope
it.
so, because there's
Yeah.
4
and
boards you have to unlock them.
there's quite a few characters too.
I like how they work with the characters.
I love that you can have like an ally.
And special dice is
Special dice, yeah. There's a lot of new elements in this Mario Party game, and it's fun. I can't wait to play it again.
I
I can't wait to play it.
I soon. We play it. I really feel like they sat down and said like, what can we innovate on this title? And then they came up with the special dice.
And they realized everybody being in one cart sucked.
Yeah, I think they got that message after.
Yeah, like don't freaking put it
9 or 10, whatever one it
It's
was.
a freaking board. Everyone's just go down their own way. Like you're not supposed to have everybody on one.
Well, it was everybody against one person. That's that's not Mario Party.
So that was our take on our 2018 games. Maybe
It was a great year for games.
I thought it was a great year. I mean,
Fantastic year for games.
God of War. Wait,
God of War.
God of War would have been
Game
my game of the year any other year. It
God of War is
came
my
out
game
with
of the
Red Dead Redemption 2. So.
that's basically what it's down to.
God of War is my game of this console generation. I'll say.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
But yeah, if you have your own list you want to let us know about, put it down in the comments.
Yeah.
Give us a like. Subscribe if you feel like it. Where can we find you at? Social media.
Find me on Twitch, Twitter, and PSN as CountryBoy_9.
Or his home address.
Yeah, home address of.
What's Saskatchewan?
I am the LewisLightning on Twitch. You can also find me if you want to follow me on Xbox and stuff. LewisLightning1.
MussKeg. Twitch, Twitter, PSN.
Cheers to the year, guys.
Yeah. So happy New Year.